Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to the Prison Under Pressure, where today, oh dear, we're under a lot of pressure, and I made a few people unhappy last episode. Yeah, look, I wanted to get the lights done, okay? And they're done. Look, see, they're all pretty and nice. It's all good. And these guys, they can go and visit their family, and everything's nice. And Coombs here can get picked up for having a spoon. And all of these guards can be standing around. But tell you what, we'll get rid of them. We don't need those guys floating about anymore. They can be on their merry way. But we're in a spot of bother because things have been going rather pear-shaped. As we can comfortably see, overdosed. Friggin' everyone's overdosing. Alright, here we go. Here's how we're going to roll this. First of all, I guess I could get some more doctors. That might be a way to go about it. But you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Right off the bat. Let's get some deployment underway. I'm going to get a guard stationed in that front area there. And I know that there's been a lot of misbehavior happening in this canteen. So I'm going to get a couple of guards shoved into there to try and keep an eye on things while we get this canteen up and running. Because at the moment, as you may have noticed, there's no power here. Now, the theory I had was maybe I would put a little power station up here somewhere and then plumb that power in. And that was part of the reason why, like I know a lot of you were saying, put power capacitors in the corners here. I know I was kind of avoiding, like I always put it in the center 3. It's just the way that I do it because of old habits. I was avoiding putting them in there because I was going to put that additional power station up here and then split these wings off so that they were, you know, individual wings. But I don't believe that I am going to have enough time to be able to do that. So what I'm going to do is get this all hooked up like such to at least get things underway. And then we're going to need to get some hot water pipes up like such. And then across and then down. Spiffy. May as well get this this radiator hooked up as well. And then down in this neck of the woods, we're going to need some hot water pipes that come down like this. Hook up across to these guys like that. We'll need some small pipes in to connect up these here sprinklers. And that should be just like that. And we may as well plumb that back up to this bad boy up here. Did we hook this guy up? No. Let's get some power onto that guy as well. And we'll run this all off the same circuit on this main capacitor, or this main power station, that's over here. There should be enough chooch in it to cover off that section for now, and then when we get some additional cash up our sleeve, we can split the power stations off. Yeah? Yeah. It's going to take us a little while to get that up and running. I also do need to consider modifying these laundries, because they are a little bit tight at the moment. So maybe we'll have to extend these northwards a little bit, or maybe even... No, they'll have to go north, won't they? Yeah, so they'll have to be extended north so that we can fit some more people and clothing into those zones. But for the time being, they should be enough to do some of the clothing. That's the plan. That's the plan. Because, look, some is better than none, right? Some is better than none. Why are you guys still floating around? Oh, it's eat time. Oh, dear. What about if we think about the deployment in these blocks? First of all, hang on. Logistics. Let's get those guys somewhere to work. And the cleaning cupboard doesn't seem to be sealed off. Oh, I see. There's a couple of missing walls here. Okay, we can fix that. Oh, they are queued. They're queued to happen. They just haven't quite occurred yet because I have overcommitted my workmen, as always. And they are currently running around doing 101 million things. And how about if we consider doing a shakedown? How many guards do I currently have? 12. Can I afford some more guards? Yes, I can. Let's take that up to 20. And we'll see what we can do about tracking down some of the additional nasty drugs that are in this place. We'll get a couple more doctors on board. One should be enough. And then let's get some guard patrols. Right? So we just got a guard stationed in that front zone, right? And the theory is that this guy that's over here that's stationed over here, he's going to help to keep that door open and closed, so we don't have the problems with, you know, people getting in the way and getting stuck in there. These guards are going to be patrolling all the time, which is probably not ideal. It's probably not the best. What we can do, I'll tell you what, let's do like this, right? And then we'll get ourselves some regime-based things. So if we go 111, all the way up until 6 a.m. And then there's a lockup, so they're still in their cell at that point. And then 2 can be work free time, and there's 4 hours of that. And then there's 2 hours of eat time, 2 hours of yard time, and then 2 hours of eat time, and then we're back in our cells. Just like that. Okay, great. So, what we'll do is we'll go through and finagle a couple of these, right? So we'll pull these guys out, and we'll say, right, during sleepy times, you guys can be patrolling up and down this area. Schedule 1 only, Schedule 1 only. Then, during work free time, I think we're probably going to need 1 in here during work free time. There are more deaths going on. This is not... Oh my god. My god, really? Where? Oh. All friggin' over the place. And for what reason? Overdoses. More overdoses. Alright. Okay, hang on. Let's get this finished. Right, and then during eat time, you can be in the canteens as well. 1 is probably insufficient. We're probably going to need 2 during that time. And then yard time, I guess, like this. And we'll put 1 in here for now, but they're not going to be able to get in there just at this stage because that area is currently no access. But we can get some doors in that go like this and this. And then once those trees are removed, we'll actually turn that into a yard proper. So, turn off the shakedown. That's not getting anywhere. Let's get ourselves choosed up to level 2 speed for starters. Let's get ourselves, I think, oh my god. Oh, this is really bad now. This is really, really bad. Are you guys... Like, is everyone just a drug addict in this? Oh my god, no. Yesterday was a very dark chapter in the history of this prison. Make sure no one else dies today, or you will face prosecution for criminal negligence. Well, this might be a very short episode, I have to say. Right. Let's do this then. Let's get shooting on with, I guess, like that sort of size. Let's get a room which is going to be a kennel. Okay. We'll get that in there like that. We'll get ourselves... I'm not going to be able to afford all the fixins. Let's do this instead. Let's get the common room grant underway, which needs a pool table and a TV, right? And then in this one here, this can be a common room as well. Common room, objects, pool table... Probably don't need another pool table. It's okay. It's okay. They can have a pool table. Whack in a telly as well. We'll max those ones out. We'll max these ones out. And we should get a grant completion payout for getting those done. And now, with the money that we've made off of that, let's get ourselves, first of all, a bit of power down here. So we're not working in the dark. And let's get ourselves a couple of dog crates. Bonky, bonky, bonk, bonk, bonk. And then a couple of... doggos, right? 4? 5. Apparently I've selected 5. Wait a minute, hang on a second. Let me check the rules for this one. Rules. 6 I've got only 4 canine officers. Okay, cool, wait. Reports. Staff. Canine. We're going to sack one of you. I'm sorry, what appears to be a canine officer version of Captain Cisco. You can get sacked, I'm sorry. And then let's get ourselves... Right, we're going to get some doggo deployments going on. Canine patrols. During sleepy time, 1, 2, 3 in the cell blocks. And then during... I guess... Probably... We probably need one through here. And I kind of want that to be during, like, work-free time, because that's roughly when the prisoners get brought in. And then the rest of the time, I want to have them in the canteen areas. Just like this. Just to keep a sniff out and see if there's anyone rolling around with any nasties. And we can hopefully start to get on top of the drugs that are in this place. Because at the moment, there's a lot. There's a hell of a lot of drugs floating about. But it's okay. We can slowly start to fix this up. And hopefully, even if people, like now that we've got these patrols running up and down here, which I should have done bloody donkeys years ago, to be brutally honest. But, you know, it's okay. Now that we've got these patrols up and running, hopefully what that's going to mean is that when we spot someone who is taking a little bit of an overdose action, we can actually get in there and grab that prisoner and shove him into the infirmary and look at hello. Come on, Capellini. Capellini and Wood, could you guys please... There we go. Settle down. Behave yourselves, please. What we don't need right now is any more of these shenanigans. Right. Okay. We got this. We got this. We are going to need probably another capacitor now that I think about it. Or two. Probably two. We'll get two chunked into the corners here and here. And that should help power up that next block. The intention, like I said, I really do want to have separate power grids for each cell block. But for now, I think we'll be okay. I think it'll be alright. Ooh, armed guards. That's probably a pretty good idea too. Okay, can we afford, maybe just, alright, maybe we can afford to get ourselves an armory underway as well, right? If we, oh, no, here and like that, good. Let's get ourselves, we'll put staff doors in these, lovely. And if we then pop in a room by the type called Armory, and we slap that there, and then in here, I mean, this is going to be a small armory. Hopefully it'll be okay. It's going to need a couple of guard lockers, and then, what? Because these weapon racks, they can be rotated now. Oh, look. Yeah, it's got a backside to them. Okay, we'll have a couple of those there, and then guard lockers, 3, 4. Well, I guess that's as much as we can have. Which is, I think that should be sufficient. That should be enough to get us underway. As soon as it gets built. And that should give us, we're allowed to have 6 armed guards. This will allow us capacity for 4, because they need to have a locker each. And then from there, we can start pushing towards getting this. We only need 2 to get the governmental security rating. So that's pretty nice. And I may as well get a couple of doors on here, just to seal this off. Because, I don't know, it feels kind of nice. Do we have some cleaning problems in this place? There does seem to be quite a bit of blood floating about. And, like, gook around these corridors that maybe we could think about cleaning up. We do have 2 janitors, and there are some jobs standing around for people to go and do cleaning within the cleaning cupboards. But I guess at the moment, it's just not quite enough people to be able to take care of everything that needs taken care of. While we're thinking about this, and while we've got things sort of chooching along quite nicely, I do need to ponder whether or not I want to separate these 3 wings into their own individual security levels. Because that was something that I was considering doing. So like this one here could be min-sec, and then medium-sec, and then high-sec. And then as we build more cell blocks further down, it'd be like 2 minimum security and 2 medium security and 2 maximum security, for example. But yeah, getting that up and running is going to be a little bit tricksy, I have to say. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get that up and running. Partially because of the fact that, I mean, we had like just at the limit for minimum security. The other 2 are okay, but we're going to be getting another 32 prisoners in 2 hours, so that wouldn't work out. I mean, but we do have the holding cell, so that could hold overflow. All right, okay, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. All right, let's go. Deployment. Minsec. Bing bonk bonk. Bonk bonky donk donk donk. Lovely. medium, you guys can have this one and those 2 rooms, and these 2 rooms belong to MinSec, and this wing down here, the one that's currently unpowered entirely, that can belong to maximum security. And then we're going to have these little nubbins in between, access only, right? So access only here, outside here, staff only. All of this stuff, which I should have done ages ago, staff only, staff only. This, when those doors go in, I'll be able to maybe put this corridor here as access only as well. And then, well, that's about it, really. This can be staff only, so we don't want prisoners going out into that sort of fenced-off area. And I think that should probably take care of it. I think that's looking good. All we need to do now is get a couple of doors that go... Oh, I've already done them. Okay. We'll just chooch those up a little bit. And we can potentially build a common room for these guys as well. I think that'll be nice. But we should probably stop building things for the time being and let our workmen try and get on top of building out these cells. All right? We've got a couple more here to go. And hopefully, if all of these get done, it'll push this over 200. At the moment, we're at 186, which is good. So if we push over 200, we'll actually get a nice little 20 grand bump. And then for this, all we need is to hire 2 armed guards, which costs how much exactly? Armed guards? Armed guards. 1,500. So I need $3,000 to make that happen. I'll do one just now. Oh no, I can't, because I haven't got those lockers in just yet. When I can afford to, I'll plonk down some. Well, when the weapons racks and card lockers are in, I'll pop down some of those guys, and we'll see what we can do about getting our armory up and running. I think one of the other things that I should really consider doing is getting tasers online. Yeah? Because, well, the theory that I have is if I go ahead and get tasers online, it'll stop the risk of my... Hello? What do we got here? Okay, you're being treated. Good. Overdosed. Okay. Do I need to grab one of you guys and tell you to go up there? Well done. Okay, Spiffy. Is anyone else drugging out? Not by the looks of it. I need to keep my eyes peeled for that indicator to see if I can, like, catch it in the act, right? I think that's probably a good thing for me to... I mean, look, keeping an eye on how the prisoner's running is probably a good thing, but to be brutally honest, when you're playing a game that's got this much stuff going on and you're trying to talk at the same time, sometimes you get a little bit overwhelmed, I have to say. It is a little bit difficult to keep things chugging along. But for, I think we're doing okay. We haven't had any deaths yet. We're 14 hours remaining on our, what was that? I saw something flicker. I didn't see what it was. Oh my god. Waterhouse, taking a shower. No drain in her cell, which is not the best. I'm sure that'll be delivered soon, though. I'm sure. I mean, it is... The ghost of the drain is there. Someone is bringing it along, which is nice. It's just going to take a little while to get that delivered. The next round of prisoners is stacked up here and ready to go, but we've got all these... Could you go away, please? Okay, great. We just keep having problems with moving prisoners in and out of this prison. Well, bloody anything in and out of this prison, right? We've got a guy stationed in here to open this door, but it's just not quite enough to keep, like, the road gates active and all that sort of stuff. So maybe I should ponder getting a little security room set up with a door control. Yeah? I feel like that's probably... Actually, I'll tell you what. Let me just dismantle this couch. And then we'll go ahead and get ourselves... where are we? It's utilities, isn't it? Yes. Door control system. And we'll... Oh. Could someone please make that a priority for me? Excellent. Thank you. Good work. Right. Utilities. Door control system. Rotate. Pop there. Get that sped up. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get ourselves a couple of door servos set up on these external road gates, because at the moment they seem to be a bottleneck for letting people in and out of the prison, and I may as well consider getting a couple here and here as well. I could go and do it across all of these solitary doors down the row, but I don't think that I super duper need to just at this stage. I don't think it's super required. It will be, my word, it will be, but just for the time being, I reckon we can get away with just leaving those locked open and hoping. Oh, I missed it. There was a drug warning just then. Was it one of the incoming people? Was it them getting searched and they had some drugs on them? Okay, cool. So, let's go ahead. Let these jail buses get out of the prison. We'll wait for that to come online. Wait for the power to come online, and then the 2 door servos on the road gates, and then the 2 on these doors should then let us hook those up. And that way, instead of having one guard here, meaning these 2 doors, and then having other people, because this person's not allowed to leave here, right? It's another guard that would have to come out and open and close the road gates. Now, we can remove that deployment and then just get one person standing at this guy here, looking after these 2, and this one when it comes online, and that one. Yes, lovely. So, deployment, don't need you there anymore, thank you very much. Off you go. We've got a dog crate sitting out here in the middle of nowhere for no particular reason. And we are still waiting on this here door servo to get up and running so that we can hook that up to the door servo, which also needs to be connected. And then automated door entry taken care of. But I think we're... how are you guys doing? These guys are probably not. Let's have a look. Food. Okay, we've got a problem with food in here because this whole kitchen is still not online. So I'm just gonna bump the priority on these just a wee bit. I have bumped the priority on a bunch of things, but how are you guys doing? Food is good, but spirituality, literature, and luxuries are a problem across the board. Spirituality, literature, and luxuries. Okay, I'll tell you what, guys. Spirituality-wise, let's get you some prayer mats. And we can probably put those... I guess we can just put them straight in here, right? So you can pray while watching TV. But ideally, what we want to do is get ourselves set up with a chapel and with a library as well. And probably a shop, right? I mean, we've got common rooms now, which are probably not super duper necessary, but look, it's nice to have. It is nice to have. But we do need a library. So maybe, after these 3 prisoner wings, maybe we need like a services block here that can contain library, workshop, you know, that sort of stuff. And then we can continue with more cell blocks following that. Because at the moment, okay, we've got a few people that aren't going to be shoved into cells at the moment, mainly in the minimum security blob. Everyone else should be okay for the time being. So I guess, let's go ahead and think about getting some planning done so we can have like a new block that goes like this. Well, let's see, how big is one of these blocks? 12 by 6. You know what, we can have it the same size. If it goes 12 by, you know, whatever the case may be, it probably doesn't need to be quite that long. But we can have it 12 by something. And then we can have like a 2 wide corridor up like this. And then we can have that segmented there. This can be a huge shop. This can be a nice big chapel. And then 12 by 7 this way. Or 12 by whatever. And then 2 wide corridor. And then, you know what? Does there need to be a gap here? Or can I just butt this up against this directly? I feel like yes. I feel like, oh my god, those rooms are going to be bloody enormous. Look, I don't think that's a problem. I think that's fine. I mean, we haven't put any windows. On this cell side, maybe. We'll put some windows in for the girls instead. We use this for the chapel and the shop. And this can be the library and a workshop. How's that? Yeah? I feel like that's good. I feel like that's good. So let's do that up like this, and then thus, and that will then get us enough space for those activities. We do need to consider making these dormitories a little bit more livable at some point. Windows, you know, maybe some prayer mats in their cells so that they've got something to do. Oh, the yard's not active down here yet. Okay, guys, check it out. Rooms, yard, maximum cell ladies, come on down. I'm even going to hook you up with... Oh, looky. Guys, I got you. Got you some telephones. Got you some showers. Yeah, we probably only need 3 of those. Maybe a couple of drains so that they don't get flooded out. Maybe a couple of toilets so that you can do your business out in nature. And then we'll get you some weights benches as well. Oh my goodness me. You're just going to love it, guys. You are just going to love it. Welcome aboard. Oh man. Okay, maximum security. Bit of a problem right now. I'm not quite entirely sure how this is going to go, because these guys are all starting to get really upset with everything that's going on. Let's see if we can max this out as well. Oh, I'm maxing out everything. I mean, this is the critical part. What is it to, like, control right-click to remove? Okay, so let's control right-click across the entire prison so that only this stuff... No, not that. No. Only this stuff in the canteen is maximum security. Because at the moment, if I can't feed them, they're going to be a little bit upset. So, let's get ourselves some workmen up and running on... Like what? Like this? Cook? No, I want to highlight the power cable. No, okay, good. There is someone coming to do this one. So hopefully that means... Oh, look, these guys are bringing phone booths in. Guys, I mean, I suppose they could call a pizza. That's probably not a bad idea. Do you guys want a pizza? Have a pizza party? It'd be nice. Get you a couple of bottles of Coke. Put on some music. We can all have a bit of a dance and... wear some silly hats, or you know, take some drugs. Whatever you're up for, whatever you really feel like. Okay, we can sort you out. But look, this is all good. This is going quite well. I tell you what, there's one last thing. While we're out here, where is it? Objects, barbed wire. I reckon a little splashing of barbed wire across the top of these fences is probably gonna do us quite well. Oh, it's gonna be very expensive, isn't it? It's okay. It's alright. We've got the cash coming in. Can I do that on the corner like that? And does that look weird? It kind of looks a little bit weird. It looks a bit wonky, but it's okay. We'll get that up and running like that. A couple of straps like this. There we go. The yards are now barbed up, or they will be when they come online. These toilets are still not hooked up. Oh. Okay. That's fine. We'll just hook it up like that. And these ones here, they can hook up straight through like that. So that when this kitchen comes online... What are we waiting for with this kitchen, guys? Can anyone tell me? A single piece of cable... Okay, 3 pieces of cable. But, I still don't quite understand... why little bits like that get left. Well, there was probably a riot or something in there, to be brutally honest, which does happen from time to time. There does tend to be a little bit of stabbing going on in this area, but thankfully, I mean, these guys are getting some comfort now. What are you doing? Just sitting, not watching TV, just sitting. Oh, you're watching TV. Good for you, Kylie Chislet Trim. Good. Okay. So, we've almost got this kitchen online, which would be friggin' delightful. I could probably do, honestly, with 2 more cooks in there. Probably a couple more, honestly. But 2 would be a good start. I mean, that gives us 12 all up. So I would hope that there'd be 3 in each of these, and then a couple in here as well. But this one seems to be, it's getting the lion's share of the food intake at the moment. But that's alright. We can just keep an eye on that as time goes by and make sure that it's getting everything that it needs. Cool. Alright, well, friends, I think we're actually doing kind of well I think things are going okay. We've got everything taken care of over here. We've got the canteens and the kitchens all coming online. This one's online now, which is great. Should we ride out this last 5 minutes? You know what? Let's do. I was going to cut, but I'm going to roll it out. I'm going to see if we can make it all the way. We'll go up to 3 speed, but we'll insta-pause it in case we see anything going wrong. We could probably now get ourselves a couple of armed guards. What's, we need a table in here. Okay, objects. Table. Right, let me just pop that right there in the middle. Lovely. Maximize that a little cheeky bit. Okay, goody goody. And we'll get ourselves a couple of armed guards. Good on you, boys. Get them shotguns. And we'll see what we can do. What we're going to do is we'll actually put them... I think that max sec is probably going to be where they're going to be required the most. So let's go armed patrols during eat time. 1, 2. Yes. No? Maybe one in here as well. Or maybe here. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. We're going to have that actually all the time. We're going to have one on that section. And yard time. But then, yeah, in eat time, we're going to have one per each of these blocks. I don't think MinSec really needs it. And then all we need to do is just wait for one of those... Oh, we're going to wait for the point where both 2 dog handlers are on patrol and 2 armed guards are on patrol at the same time, which should theoretically happen at some point in the not-too-distant future. And then we'll get ourselves another $15,000, which is great. We've got a couple of exhausted staff members. Visitors are doing their thing. 2 prisoners are up for parole. I think we're doing okay. We've just got to wait for this service building to come on. Oh, I thought I heard something. Just got to wait for this service building to come online. Get a couple extra needs done on these guys. And then, yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, wait. Where's that happening? Oh, it's up here. Okay. Guards? Where are my guards? You guys. Get your butts up here. Let's see what we can do about settling this down. Oh, actually, it looks like it's... Oh, no. Canal is... Okay, there is a biff going on. We've got some more guards in to help take care of this. Waterhouse has been put down. There is an absolute fight going on. A dog has gotten involved. And... Oh, that's 3. No. No. Stop it. Shit. Don't say we didn't warn you. You've been found guilty of criminal negligence because of recent events here. You will now spend the next 10 years in prison as punishment for your crime. Your own prison. Good luck. Oh man, we were doing so well. We were doing really, really well. We were almost there. We were so close. There was like 4 hours to go. And no, I should have just thrown him into lockup at that point. I should have just thrown him into lockup and been done with it. And hoped that things were going to be... Wait, I'm a dude. I'm in a ladies' prison. Oh. Do you think they'll notice? Nah. Alright, friends. Well, thank you very much for joining me. Let's see if I can get out of this prison next time.